Hi and welcome back. So in the past video we were just about to do the arrow analysis on this measure, which is a brand new concept because we haven't, and we went over this in the last video where we haven't not seen yet this example where we are starting a note somewhere other than where a beat happens, where a metronome clicks. So understand that if we put on a metronome, the metronome would click here, and then it would click here, okay? But we've got this note that falls right in between, okay? And actually, let me erase this because I don't want you to think that that's my arrow analysis because I wrote it in green. So our metronome clicks on 1 and then clicks on 2, but right here we've got a note happening, right there, right in between where the metronome clicks. And this is a new concept. This concept is called an upbeat. Made it look more like a cue. So this is called an sorry, this is going to... Didn't want that to look too messy. So this is called an upbeat because it happens, if you think about this, we've been writing these down arrows here where these notes start on a downbeat. This is going to happen on an upbeat. And that's what I want your arrow analysis to look like. So we have a downbeat on 1, we have a downbeat on 1, an upbeat, and what we would call this is the upbeat of 1 or the and of 1, because we're going to say 1 and 2 when we say this out. If we say this on numbers, we say 1 and 2. And then in this measure, we just have a downbeat on 2. Okay? So that is what I want your arrow analysis to look like when we do this type of when we have these upbeats, when we play a note somewhere other than where a metronome is clicking. Okay, so or where we articulate a note somewhere other than where a metronome clicks. Okay, so now let's move on to the next measure, and the next measure is going to look a little similar. We've got, so in this measure, in measure 3, we had 1 upbeat. In measure 4, in our last measure, well, we're going to have 2, aren't we? Because we've got 4 quarter notes in here. And we know that, okay, so beat 1 is going to happen on this quarter note. And again, if we remember back, half note is equal to 2 quarter notes added together. So we have to have 2 quarter notes per metronome click here. So what we would get is 1 and then 2 would go on this, the third quarter note. Write that down. 2 happens there. So now what is our arrow analysis going to look like for this measure? Well, right here, if you look, we have a downbeat on 1. So here we go. Downbeat 1, upbeat on the end of 1. Okay? Then here we've got downbeat on 2, upbeat on the end of 2. Okay? So that is our arrow analysis. Okay? And now I'm going to get out get my white pen back. Okay. So now I'm going to get out the metronome again. And our metronome is still set to 2 beats per cycle. And I'm going to slow this down. It had been set to 80. I'm going to set this to 65. So, and actually, because I'm saying this to 65, let's think about one more thing. How would we write our metronome mark? Are we going to write quarter note is equal to 65? Well, no, we're going to write half note is equal to 65, aren't we? So let's write that in. Half note is equal to 65. So there we go. That's our metronome marking. And let's work on this. Okay, so here we go. Turn that up. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Ba, 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 ba. Okay? One more time through that. Ba, 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 ba. Okay? So let me actually slow that down. Maybe that might have gone a bit too fast for you. I'm going to put this at 55 instead. 1, 2, ready, go. Ba, 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 ba. Okay? So that's what our upbeat sounds like. And keep in mind, we're evenly dividing this. It's not like, I can put this metronome on, and actually, that's not what I wanted. Hide that. So it's not like, man, why'd that close out? Sorry, one sec. Metronome. Web metronome. So keep in mind, we're evenly dividing, set that to 2. We are evenly dividing these notes. It's not like we can go ba-ba, 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 ba-ba. We have to evenly divide it exactly in half. Okay, so we have to go ba, 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 ba. We have to evenly divide it exactly in half. Just like if there was a click happening there that was exactly between 1 and 2. That's how we divide this up into upbeats. So now I'm going to end. I've still got some time left on this video, but now I'm going to just tell you, and I'm going to erase all this down here that we had, what we're going to do in the next video, and I would urge you to try to do this yourself before I tell you how necessarily. What we're going to do in the next video, and I at least want you to try to do this with the first 2 measures, because you have all the tools necessary to do this with the first 2 measures before I show you what to do for the second 2 measures. But what I want you to do in the next video is we're going to translate this, or we are going to rewrite this, and let me divide this up. We are going to rewrite this in 4/4 time. Okay? So we are going to make it so that every time, if we just put this metronome on again, if we just put it on again, it would sound exactly the same. That's what we're going to try to do when we turn this into when we put this back into 4/4 time. Okay? And I'll give you a hint. So that means that this isn't going to look exactly the same. Our first note is not going to be a half note, okay? So our first note is going to be something else. So anyway, I'll leave you with that, and hopefully you'll follow me into the next video. I want you to try, please try writing something down before you move on to the next video, though. Just try writing down what you think at least these first 2 measures of 2/2 time would translate into down here in 4/4. Okay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.